Good morning from Sapa, Vietnam. So finally the monsoon season is came. So that's reason why I can say the tourists is getting less and less compared to the previous time. I'm a local guide living in Sapa, Vietnam. I've been doing this job for more than 15 years, and today I have no tourists because of the monsoon season. You can see the rain. It was like shower this morning. That's the reason why no tourists want to go on the tour with the weather's condition like that. But don't get me wrong, the place is still beautiful. So if you are traveling to Sapa, Vietnam in the middle of April, May, June, so you gotta watch it before you go to Vietnam. Look at this beautiful green. This is a nursery rice. The people preparing for the next farming season. It has happened in just one more month. It is a beautiful stream here. This one is called 𝐂𝐓 River. It is started from the Silver Waterfall and Love Waterfall, which is about 20-25 kilometers away from here. Stop beating around the bush. Now I get directly to the point. Okay, so is it worth it to visit Sapa, the northern part of Vietnam, during the monsoon season? And I say yes. Okay, because I'm a local guide, so I need to say yes. I'm just kidding. It's just because you know, the place it is in the monsoon season. However, it is not always raining like what you are thinking, because it's only rain in the morning, like a shower in the morning or in the middle of the night, and it will hardly ever see rain in the middle of the day, like when you do hike or you do activity outdoors or something. You will never get the rain. So however, we still have to prepare some kind of gear and stuff to prepare for the monsoon season, because it's, you know, when you have that bad experience, then it is very bad. Look at that. There's a fish farm and river we have seen in the previous one. So this is an example of the monsoon season's road. Check this out, it's very wet. So the first thing you got to prepare it is good hiking shoes with good grips. So without that, you'll be falling into rice fields, or, you know, it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of tourists really take it as a very funny part and to share, you know, on the social media. But, you know, sometimes really hurts. Okay, it's not always fun. Yeah, the second thing is that you have to prepare raincoats and umbrella. All right, and raincoats and some umbrella. Sometimes umbrella is not very familiar to you, but raincoats, yeah, is good. If you don't worry about that. You can get to Sapa and buy like a cheap raincoat. It costs you like less than $1. Everywhere is available. The one thing I need to mention is that when you're traveling here to Sapa in the monsoon season, at that time is not a lot of tourists coming to Sapa, so you can, you know, get a cheap room. I mean, affordable. It is cheaper than normal, and you don't see a lot of tourists. And one more, the rice fields are great at that time if you want to get like a great videos or photos about that. Because the Sapa locals people, we only prepare the farming season in middle of May. Middle of April, because that is a monsoon season. So we take advantage of the weather to fill up the rice field. So we only farm one crop a year. Look at that. So don't forget your sunscreen, because you're gonna need it. The sun here is quite strong, so sunscreen is exactly what you need. So when you're doing the hike in Sapa area, and if the weather is raining, like pouring rain, you also have to be careful. If you don't think it's safe, then ask the guy opinion. If he or she say this is unsafe to travel, then you have to trust him or her, because you know, we do have landslides problem in here. So you know, just calm down, chill, maybe have a cup of coffee or something, or wait for a few hours when the weather gets any better and you can do it, you know, because the landslides is not a joke. This is real seriously a disaster in Sapa, and you know, every year we have the landslides over the places like the most beautiful places like lush and Tavan and the villages over here. So the government also have to spend a huge amount of money to, you know, build a concrete wall to prevent the landslides. And yeah, so you have to trust him or her. That's the only thing you have to worry about. So don't worry about the mud, because that will never, you know, hurt you, but the landslides does. All right, and the road will be very slippery. However, the weather can be super crystal clear because sunny, and you see the local people happily working on the rice fields. And yeah, and I guess that the summer, to me, it is really a best time to travel to Sapa, because this is the ideal time, you know. Can't believe it. So for more information about Sapa, you can watch the next video over here. I'm not sure it's here or here, okay, but it's right here. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and if this video is really helpful for you, don't forget to leave a subscribe to your channel, and yeah, turn on notification. And I'm not only share about Sapa, but also the other places in Vietnam, and I'm a local guide. If you want to have more information, drop a comment, and I'll see you next